Do you think, can you spotlight our videos?
Uh, how do I do?
I think participants, and then click on the name, it should pop up.
Oh, so you said
Oh, this is like, oh, okay, never mind. I can do it like this. Hey, Kazaya. That's my mentor right there.
Hey, Kayla. Hello, I'm Kazaya. What's your name?
Keyshawn.
Keyshawn, nice to meet you. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. So I was thinking about this I can't remember, 2 weeks ago, and I contacted Caleb about this because I was saying he was in Houston. He was having, having a blast, having fun. So I said, this is interesting. I want to hear more about this. I want to, let other people be informed about this and see, if they like it, then they can jump on board with this. So,
Absolutely.
So before I begin, I want to say first, give honor to God who's ahead of our lives, and by grace we are alive. It wasn't by our own doing, but by God's grace. Amen, amen,
Amen.
and amen.
Amen.
So I sent y'all some questions, but first I want y'all to, introduce yourselves to everybody else. You can go first, Caleb.
All right. What's up, everybody? My name is Caleb Price. I am right now I am a P600 within the business of Forex. I am part of SBC. Is a organization within Forex, within I Am Academy. I am also a college student at Oakwood or Oklahoma Wesleyan University. I study theology, and also I minor in business. So with that, I do want to, create, Christian-centered businesses and programs for my community. So that's my goal with that. And then I also have, goals with a lot of other things also within Forex, and, what I try to do with that is help people with this opportunity of Forex, because it does lead to financial security, financial stability, and freedom without the, the dependence of an employer. You don't have to clock in, clock out. You don't have, your time isn't dictated by an employer, anything like that. So that's why I want to give to the people, as well as it is, at least for me, it is God-centered. So that's why I try to help people as well, not just financially, but also as we're growing financially, grow as, obviously like physically and all that other stuff, but also grow spiritually within, our businesses.
All right. Sounds lovely. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Of course, of course. So hello, everyone. My name is Keziah Harewood. I currently reside in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I am a Platinum 1000 leader within the Supreme Billionaires Club Investment Group, which is the fastest growing investment group within I Am Mastery Academy. I am a Temple University alum, graduated with my bachelor's in journalism. Never, did anything with that degree, but now I am here. I found my way to investing within I Am Mastery Academy, and it is the best decision that I've ever made to date.
All right, so question, because I hear a lot of jargon that I'm not familiar with. I heard I Am Academy. What does that stand for? So how do you, let's explain that for me first.
Yeah, so I Am Mastery Academy is our partner company. So it's our educational platform. It's how we learn, in depth on how to trade in this, market, in the foreign exchange market, and how to become profitable. So they are the ones who give us the breakdown of the education and all of the tools and resources that we need to become profitable traders on this market.
Okay, and so how do you move up in, I heard P1000, I'm hearing all those. So how do you move?
With that, those are the ranks within the residual income side of Forex, or within I Am Academy, right? They are the educational platform that we use in order to train our people. Within Forex, if you do sign up with the company, it does provide two sources of income. Obviously, we do, the currency trading on our phones and stuff like that. But then when we bring people into the business, right, at that point, now we are mentors and we're helping people make money the same way
I can hear
that
you.
we are. So this ranked, right? And then, income, right? So the first rank obviously is P1, is P150. And then I am a P600, she's a P1000, right? So within that, I'm getting paid $600 a month residually, right? And then I'm also making money on the trading side as well. She's getting paid $1,000 a month residually, also making money on the trading side. And then there's other ranks like P2000, P5000. There's your chairman 10, right? And that's when you get into like the higher ranks, right? Chairman 10, that's $10,000.
Kind of breaking up. Kept having little difficulties.
And then there's chairman. Hello? Hello? Hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello?
Just your camera's kind of lagging.
My camera's lagging.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to. There's no Wi-Fi in the car. Sorry, but my mentor Jalen Goss, he's a chairman 100. So that's $100,000 a month residually, and there's no telling how much he's made on the trading side. So he's a millionaire at that point, right? $100,000 a month in a year. That's $1,200,000 a month. I mean a year, right? And then there's other ranks above that, right? There's chairman 250, chairman 500, and then my other mentor Bryce Thompson, he's a chairman 750. Right, meaning he's getting paid $750,000 a month residually. Right, again, he still has his trading side. So, and that's $9 million a year. So, with that, and I see all these, and they're Black at the same time, right? So that's what really caught my eye, is that this company is literally generating Black millionaires. Like this is the fastest company that that produces the fastest Black millionaires. So that's my other goal for all the people that I bring in as well. So there's and we help people make money the same way that we do on the trading side and residual side.
Okay, so next question is, when did you decide to? Well, I can start the mentor first. When did you start investing?
So I decided to invest in myself on April 27th, 2020. I was at a place where I was out of a job because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that I had the best, work history anyway. So I saw this opportunity. It was presented by one of my great friends. And I invested in myself that day and never looked back. So it's been about 6 months now or so. Best decision I ever made. Best investment in myself that I could have ever made.
How about you, Caleb?
I started investing. Are you talking about like in general or just in Forex?
I guess we can start with in general.
Okay, in general, I started last year because I started, I did like the little acorns thing.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. I started doing that for a while, right? And then I got some money in there. I got then I started doing the Robinhood. So I did that during this summer because of COVID, and I was out of school and everything, so I couldn't get a job or anything. So I did the stock market first. I got into that. I started making money on the stock market, making money dividend investing. Did that for a while, and then when I found out about Forex, that I started September. It was late September, right? So as of right now, it's like November. So I've been in the company a little over 2 months, right? And Keisha, you see my success,
Yeah.
right? It's only been 2 months. It's only been 2 months that I've been in. So I mean, whoever, you don't need to know about Forex. You don't need to know. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need any of that, right? This is literally for anybody and everybody. All you have to do is come in, have the desire and the motivation and determination to at least grasp the concept of Forex, and you're able to make money on this market, right? And that's what we try to tell everybody, as many people as we can, because we want to help as many people as we can.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And you kind of like ran through some of the questions I already had about, who is Forex for? Yeah, so yeah, you were into some of the questions. So, but I have a specific question, like what is Forex? Because we're talking about money exchange, like what is being transacted. So I want one of y'all to explain what is Forex. I know you said you don't have to know about Forex, but I'll at least get the general idea of what you're trading and like what you're actually doing per se. So what is Forex?
Okay. You want me to answer that, or because you want to answer that one? You've been in longer than I have.
I'll take this one. So Forex is just short for foreign exchange, right? And this is where we're talking about the foreign exchange market. So the foreign exchange market is the largest, most liquid financial market in the entire world. So I'm sure, everybody has heard of like the stock market and things like that. So this market is larger than each and every stock market combined. Every single day, over $7 trillion is traded in this market, right? So that's a lot of money going through this market on a daily basis, right? So for example, if you were to travel from the United States to Europe, you would have to trade your US dollars for the euro, okay? And that is a physical example of somebody participating in the foreign exchange market, right? In this market, we trade global currencies against one another. So we have like the US dollar, the euro, the Great British pound, the Canadian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, so on and so forth. In this market, we trade those currencies against one another and we can make money. If a currency is doing well, we can, buy it, sell it. If a currency is not doing well, we can, buy or sell it like that as well. So luckily, you can't travel every single day to trade, currencies and earn money that way. So luckily, we're in a digital era. So trading in this market has found its way online, and all we need is access to a free app called MetaTrader 4. And this is how we can digitally participate in this market now.
Okay, yeah, because I've heard some skeptics about, hey, you better watch out for Forex, but it's something physical that's happening digitally now. That's basically what you're saying, right?
Absolutely. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people don't even realize that when they are traveling internationally, they are participating in this market, right? But then again, it's just a lot of people just don't know. They're not aware of it. It's unfamiliar, so automatically that's where the skepticism comes into play. But this market is very, very real. It's very, very large, very, very profitable, right? And that's how I'm sorry about that.
That's fine.
And that's how myself, Caleb, and hundreds and thousands of other individuals have been able to sustain by making income from this market.
Okay, so the next question is, what kind of mindset should you have? Like, because there's a lot of things at stake. I would say it's risky. Some people may not have the financial means, maybe. So what type of mindset should you have? Like a defeat mindset, I can achieve this mindset, or put all faith into this type of mindset. So what type of mindset do y'all have, or what should we have when trying to invest in Forex?
Caleb?
Okay. With my mindset, obviously, with being a man of faith and a man of God and stuff like that, I obviously have a Christian mindset first, right? So, like I said, everything that I do, whether it's business wise or investment wise, it is God centered. And then I do have the business mindset, so I do both, right? So that's why we have this call. It's it's the integration of faith and business, right? So with that being said, yes, it is a risk. The market is a risk. The stock market is a risk, right? Because you are putting in your money, right? So there's a risk that you can lose out on a trade, or like I said, there's a risk where you can win on the trade, right? It can be both. So therefore, with the risk, right, you just have to have the mindset of keep going, right? You have to be tough skinned. You can't be easily discouraged whenever you do lose out on the trade. Right, you are going to lose money sometimes. You are going to lose out on the trade sometimes, but more times than not, right? So you're going to make more than you lose. So you can't, be discouraged like, oh, I lost money on this trade, right? But when let's say you're in like 5 trades and you hit like 2 SLs, right? A stop loss, that's what we call it, right? So you lost on 2 trades, but you won on 3 trades, right? That's good, right? Even if, right, let's say, it was reversed. You lost on 3 and you won on 2. You still have to be like, okay, I still have money, first of all, and there's another day, right? So you can still, like I said, Forex, it is a 24-hour market, so you can trade whenever you want to. It is conformable to your schedule. So putting in these trades, right, you just have to have the mindset of keep going and don't be discouraged whenever you do lose out on trades, right? There's always other days. You have the next day and the next day after that. So you just have to keep going.
All right, yeah, I totally agree with that, and I like how you integrate faith into that, because the Bible said, "In all the ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path."
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I do. So I guess, yeah, we do stand on that. I do believe that, and if it's good, then God will direct your steps. So the next
Mm-hmm.
question, you have any more comments?
Honestly, Caleb pretty much touched on it, hit the nail on the head. You definitely have to be optimistic, and you definitely have to, even trust yourself, trust the guidance that you are getting. Of course, if you put him at the center, he will direct and guide you. So you definitely have to just keep that open mindset, and keep that optimistic and positive mindset, because in the end, you want things to work in your favor. So a negative mindset won't get you there. It's just all about being positive and optimistic and having faith at the end of the day.
Okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so you already talked about the drawbacks. So how long does it take to see the results? Is it instant? Is it over time? Can you cash out the money now or something, or is it better to hold? So those are some of the questions I want to ask you all. So first question is, when can you? How long is the results? Like, when can you see the results?
So to be completely honest, you have the capability to see results instantly. You can make money your very first day learning how to invest, right? We do utilize a copy and paste system. So this is where you're learning from millionaire educators. They're giving you trades. You can copy the numbers into your free Trader 4 app, paste them, and you can profit, day one, right? But I will say that this is a new skill that we're being introduced to, a new skill that we have to learn. So everybody's results vary. You can have success day 1, you can have success day 2. Some have success, week 2. Some have success week 3. It could be month 2, month 3, right? Everybody's results vary, but we do make it very, very simple, right? The educational platform I Am Mastery Academy makes it very, very simple for someone with no prior knowledge or no prior experience to invest in themselves, get access to all of the tools and resources, and start profiting at a very fast rate. And then ultimately, the money that is earned, the capital that is made, you can withdraw and have it in, available for use in about 30 minutes to an hour. You can have access to whatever it is that you just earned. So the return on investment is definitely a fast one, if you ask me.
So this is off topic question. So is it taxable? Because I believe that foreign exchange is part of the GDP, correct?
Not
It's
that I
absolutely
know.
taxable. Oh.
Okay, it is taxable, right?
It is taxable, yes.
The way that our trades work actually is that the taxes are not taken out of the trades directly, right?
Okay.
So the income that you have, like the income that you make, it is yours at that time, right? But obviously, whenever it is tax season, you're going to have to report
anything
how
over
much you did make,
10,000.
right? You do have to report how much you have made trading wise, because that trading wise, it is residually, is not residual, is passive income, right? But then on the residuals, I am Academy, it does have its own tax system, right? You can enter in your tax information, and they do, because they provide the residual part of your income, right? So they actually do the taxes for you on that end. But on the trading side, because it is passive income, you do have to report how much you made on your trading, because the taxes aren't taken out directly from the trades.
Okay. So a while ago, y'all was talking about this copy and paste system. So does it have to do anything with technical analysis and fundamental analysis, or how? No, nothing. It doesn't integrate anything into that. No.
Not at all.
Okay.
No.
Not at all. To be honest, the copy and paste system comes from our millionaire educators, right? These are professional traders who have been a part of this market and have been profitable in this market for at least, a minimum of 3 years. And to even be eligible to teach on this platform, you have to have made at least 6 figures in this market, right? So these are professionals that we get trade ideas from on live sessions. We tune into them. We can watch them, do all of the analysis and all that fun stuff. And they give us a trade that we copy the numbers, paste them into our free app, and we profit, right? So that is one way that we use this system. Another way that we use this system is with a signal service. So our investment group, the Supreme Billionaires Club, the elite traders in our group have put together a group chat, and a text will come across your phone, and it's going to say signal, right? A signal is a trade idea. So in this chat, they're sending signals throughout the day for us, once again, to copy and paste into our free app and profit, right? So this is one of the first and easiest ways that someone just deciding to enter into this market can see profit for themselves.
Okay. So that also means that you don't have to make an Excel spreadsheet, or it has some complicated numbers, or
No.
or anything.
No.
You
Nothing like that.
The ratio
Nothing
to
like
risk, the risk to I forgot what it's called, the reward to
Risk to
ratio.
reward. That is okay. So the way that one works is that because the market moves by what we call pips, right? Points and percentage. So say if we want a trade, if we're projecting that it's going to go up, right, for a buy, and it goes up like 20 pips, right? So then our SL, our stop loss, right? So that's how much we're risking. It can be 20. So it can really be 1-to-1. It could be 40-to-20. That was that's preferable, right? We want the reward to be more than what we're risking. So really, it just depends on the trade and the currency pair that we're trading at that time, or that we're looking at, and we're projecting on how it's moving, whether it's going for a buy or a sell. So that risk reward ratio is just depending on how the market or how the currency pair is moving at that time.
Okay. So, speaking of investments, so when you cash out the money, and when you get into your bank account, do you all recommend investing in an IR Roth account, or another investment account, or what?
I do advise to invest into other things, right? In business, we're always told don't put all your eggs in one basket,
Okay.
right? So obviously with Forex, like we said, there's 2 sources of income, but the average millionaire has 7 sources of income, right? 7, not, we're providing 2. So, I mean, if you want to get into other investments, that's a great idea. Like I said, I'm in the stock market. I'm into dividend investing, right? I also have a Roth IRA through Acorns, right? So I put money in there as well. So I have my money in, other parts, in so many, compartments, right? So I have money everywhere. So yes, I would advise going into other investments as well. With the withdrawing part, like, because I touched on a little bit, you have the access to the money that you make whenever you make these trades, right? So you can, cash out, withdraw it through the broker that we use. It is your money. You can take it out if you want to, but we also do recommend that you reinvest the money that you make in the market, right? So whenever you do make a trade, let's say you won on a trade, the money that you make goes right back into your trading account. So now you have, let's say you make $1,000 on a trade, cool, or you made $1,000 on the day, right? That $1,000 goes straight back into your trading account. Now you have more money in your trading account to trade the next day, right? So we can reinvest the money that we make on the market, but we can also withdraw it if you like to and put it into other things as well. Or spend it on whatever you want because it is your money by the end of the day.
Do you have any other comments?
Yeah, so pretty much, you know, going based off of what he mentioned, I definitely also would recommend anyone investing, you know, their money elsewhere also. Like he said, with the business mindset, you don't want to invest all of your, you know, your coins into one basket.
Or yes, no, maybe.
Can you hear me?
Are you talking to me or him?
Oh, okay, I'm
Caleb?
sorry about that. So yeah, and then ultimately, learning how to invest is a way to, you know, accumulate wealth, accumulate larger amounts of capital, right? We're never taught how to grow our money or multiply it. We're always taught how to be consumers and spend it, give it all away. So in terms of investing, that is, you know, one of the best things, in my opinion, that you can learn how to do. If you never learn how to invest your money, you're gonna, you know, spend your whole life working for it. And that's not, you know, that's not the lifestyle that we want to live. So definitely it's worth learning how to invest.
Yeah, and so some people may think that having money is evil, but like I always tell people that getting the money is not the end goal. Because some people say all I want is to, you know, get money and mind my own business, but money is a tool. And so money is not the end result. So money can be used to utilize to help the needy, help the lowly, to make sure that you have what you need. Because, you know, the Bible said that I never seen the righteous forsaken or a seed begging for bread. So that is one. So this is also one way to help those around you. Because if you're struggling, then we struggling together. The other person can't help the other person. We looking at each other like, what I'm gonna do. So this is why I want to have this informative interview with y'all, so people can at least give it a try, because you don't know until you try it. Like I said, it's step out on faith and just give it a try. Because my economics teacher told me, my high school economics teacher told me this. He said, because we're all young, he said, now is the time for young people to be, you know, take the risk when investing. But like y'all said, Forex can be for anybody at any age. But since you're young, you can make some bad decisions when investing. I think that's it for that question. Now I want to get to the political side, not too deep into, you know, differences, but the economics when it comes to policy. So did any of y'all started investing or try to invest in '08? Because that was during the time when McDonald's was booming. They took advantage of the Great Recession, and now, you know, they're a big franchise of organization or company, actually. So did anybody try to, let me admit somebody, Eric Gilchrist. All right.
That's our mentor. Both of our mentor.
I'm gonna have to go back over some of the questions then. You on mute
What's
right
up,
now.
my guy? Yeah, that's fine. I guess he just listened. It's fine.
That's the
mentor. I don't know if he has any input. Yep. Yeah, that's another good thing about being in IM Academy, that you have mentors or mentors or mentors. Like you just don't have to have, you know, contact with the person that's, you know, that directly signed you up, right? Because your mentor has a mentor. So then, you know, you have I have another mentor. I have EJ, I have Kezi, I have Maya. Like I have all sorts of mentors, so I can get information from so many perspectives and so many ways of life as well. So that's another good thing that about I Am Academy, because everybody is an organization as a whole, and we're all family by the end of the day.
I like that right there because when you invest in like the stock market, people don't really have mentors, but they call them brokers. They're brokers. They set you up and then they leave you alone. They don't talk to you anymore in case you want to invest in something else again. So I like the fact that you have close relation with a mentor to guide you along the way. You can learn together, and so I wish Mr. is Miss or Mrs. What's the pronoun? Mr. Eric could be off unmute and share some.
Oh, he left.
Yes, he left. All right, so so in a political realm, how do y'all feel about the presidency? Because different presidencies, they have different approaches to economics. Some wants to use government spending. Some wants to just let the market decide. So how do the presidency affects your, either you buy or sell in foreign exchange?
As far as I know, the presidency, or politics for that matter, doesn't really affect the market like you think, like the stock market does, right? So what the forex market is affected by is financial news, right? So that sort of politics, yes. So it is affected by financial news. It's not like the news that we see on television, stuff like that. So
okay, yeah. So
with that, we do have an app. It's called My FX Book, right? So with that, we get financial news every day, right, on currencies that we are able to trade, and we have the financial news to that, right? So as of right now, the presidency or politics as of like in that essence does not affect the market like that, right? It's not.
okay, yeah. So
I'm gonna tell you right now, the forex market is recession proof,
okay.
right? So even if the market goes down, we can make money. It's not like the stock market where you can only make money when it's going up, right? You buy, they say buy low, sell high, right?
Yeah.
On the forex market, you can do both. We can buy a currency whenever it's going up. We can sell a currency whenever it's going down and make money both ways. So it is recession proof,
Right. Yes.
when it comes to politics and policies.
Yeah. And so I think that's one thing I like about like the thing I like about Forex is I was reading an article from Microsoft News when it said the world.
Or Kezi, you can say something.
Oh.
Or what you think? Hit him on the nail again.
I was about to add because I was reading an article. It says the equity index, which tracks shares in 49 countries, rose 0.5% to a record high in early European hours. And so even though the American dollar decreased, the other countries has increased. So like you said, it's a win or lose. It depends on what you invest in. So do you have any more comments about that?
Again, Caleb, pretty much hit it on the head. Financial news is what affects this market more so. Now I will say, during the election, this past week, the market did do a few, different things that might have been slightly irregular. But it was also what is called NFP week. So that's when, the very first week of every single month, there is a large, the largest economic report released from the US This is, unemployment. It's called non-farm payroll week. So the rates of people who work for, nonprofit organizations, farm workers, and things like that. So that tied into the election, made it a little bit, irregular, but we were still able to be very profitable this past week. So it had a slight effect on the market, but not, as great as it would the stock market or, like Caleb mentioned, the other market.
Okay. I was hoping that the Eric can hop in on this conversation, but I guess he just wants to hear. So I want to get into some reflection questions. Did y'all can y'all say that y'all learned something from economics, or did you even need to know anything about economics, about supply and demand, subsidies? Did you have to know anything about those things? So
Nope.
just just invest, just see
Not
what
at all.
happens, just play around and see what happens.
So basically, when you get into, like, whenever you do sign up with us, whether it be me or Kezi or EJ, right? So whenever you do sign up, like I said, you do sign up with IM Academy. That's the educational platform. So we do train you on how to trade. That's what we do, right? So it's just, hey, learn how to read the chart, put in these numbers, put it in the app, making money. It's really that simple, right? You don't need to know, like I said, you don't need to be a genius you don't need to be an economic genius. You don't need to be a business expert to be in this business. You can literally come in as a novice, learn how to trade, how to, learn how to read the charts and things like that, how to read patterns, right? And you can make money on this market, right? Like I said, it's for anybody and everybody, right? So.
Okay, so just to summarize everything, with this one question. So, how do I begin?
So the very, very first step would be to obviously connect with someone who is already a part of, this platform. And I recommend getting on an informational session. So we host daily informational webinars at 4 p.m. CST and 8 p.m. CST. And on these webinars, it literally goes all the way into detail about what exactly the foreign exchange market is, how you can become profitable in it, how it can benefit you. It also goes in depth about the residual side of the business as well. That is a completely optional side, but it is another stream of income that is offered for anyone who decides to invest in themselves. So this webinar just pretty much does a great, phenomenal job of just covering all different aspects of this business opportunity in one session. So I recommend, anyone who's interested, if you have questions, any type of curiosity, to connect with someone who's a part of, the platform, get on this informational webinar so that you can get a full understanding of the information. And on that webinar, right, it's also going to show you how you can get started. So it's just about connecting with the right people and positioning yourself in front of the information, because ultimately this is information that, has changed a lot of individuals' lives, including mine and Caleb's, for the better. The impact is what we focus on. So we definitely want to share the impact with any and everyone, as many people as we can, ultimately.
Okay. And so, yes, I advise everyone they'll be watching this video that you should exhaust all your options before you give up. Whereas, don't say that, you don't stay in this predicament, that you don't stay in the classism that you're in, that the financial situation that you're in. Exhaust every option that you have. And by this interview, I can say Forex is an option for you to invest in, to if you feel like you're in this generational curse that your grandpa was poor, so your mother was poor, and now you poor. Don't have that mindset. Don't have that you're in a generational curse mindset. Get out that mindset and go for it. So is there anything else y'all like to add to the conversation?
Take advantage of capitalism.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Is EJ still there?
A lot of people think, it's
Is
so
he?
Yeah, I'm
bad,
here.
right?
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Finally, finally.
I didn't know if y'all wanted me to say
Wow.
anything. What I will say is definitely, with this platform, it does give you whatever, you need. So like I said, like, Caleb and Keziah said, the platform is anything that you can make it. You can make it your side job, or you can make it, your actual income. It's really all about how you, perceive your success and how you perceive the success of others, right? We have a lot of people in our business who, show us the blueprint that we need to be successful in this business. So it's our only job to make sure that we go out and share the information, right? So like Caleb said, I mean, the main part in this business is you definitely want to have capital, right? But it's not even just about the capital alone, right? It's really just about your determination of getting out of wherever you were, getting out of your current situation, and finding a different outlook and a different outcome that you want to see for your life, right? We're not telling people to quit their jobs. We're telling people to keep their jobs, but we're also telling people to open your mind up to a different side of income that you didn't know you could have or need. Right, so it's our job. We're pretty much like the financial warriors, to of financial freedom. Trying to make sure people that who don't have this opportunity can get this opportunity. And, can make the most of it. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, and and because of what you're saying, I also want to add. I want to put some faith into that also. That um, I suggest never compare yourself to someone else when you're trying to, strive to make sure that you have financial security. That's in faith that, maybe my faith is weaker than someone else's. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. Make sure that you're doing what you do the best that you can do to succeed.
absolutely.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, definitely, absolutely. And what I will say also is about this business is that it's more a character developer and a personal developer, and then more than anything. So everything that you just talked about, we really go through, through that, in our business. I could say that our business is, faith based. We pray in the morning as a team. We share, daily prayers, because these are things that you need to get through, whatever we get through. Entrepreneurship is not an easy road. So you need like-minded individuals, to come together with that faith to make anything possible, how we already know. So that's why we all come together in these teams, because one person can't do it alone. You can't learn anything by yourself. You need a team, you need a group of people, you need mentors that care about your actual well-being and your actual success. So that faith component is definitely embedded in our business. And the fact that, we use it so daily, right? It becomes a common occurrence to say, thank you, God. I'm so happy and grateful. Glory to God, because we really are thankful to God for this opportunity. And we give thanks and glory, because we don't know where we would have been without this business, where we would still be working, where we couldn't do certain things or, make, ends meet. This opportunity has blessed us with those kind of things. So definitely, we definitely take faith in the factor in this business as well.
So I have a question for
Mm-hmm.
you, Mr. Eric. Do you have any background in finances, or you are a business major? Do you have any degree? So, like, what is your background?
My background, when I went to community college, I was, business administration, but I quickly found that the conventional form of business wasn't for me. And then when I went to Rutgers University, I actually graduated with a degree in English, because I run my own online magazine company. But I quickly found that I wasn't, with the conventional style of, of working, the conventional style of, like accounting and business stuff of that nature. What I really wanted was the opportunity to create capital for my business, along with, still do the things that I want to do with my life, right? And when we're talking about, creating income, what we're actually talking about is creating time. The person who has the most time is the wealthiest, in my eyes, because you have the opportunity to do whatever you want. It becomes more than the money. It becomes the opportunity to catch the time that you wouldn't have had, doing something else. So when I seen that aspect with this business, I saw, that you could definitely make money, but besides that, I was like, I could get my time back as well. Okay, this is something I need to do. So yeah, no background in anything heavy business. I just had a want and a desire to one, run my own business, and two, be my own boss in any facet. So even if that means, coming up, growing up, it wasn't, an easy road. Had bosses, I had people who, did me wrong, showed me the wrong side of business. And what it did was it kind of hardened me up to the fact that the business world is not, it's not an emotional place. You got to be very tough. But with this business, it showed me the complete opposite of that. You don't have to be tough. Everybody can make it. Everybody can win. Everybody can eat. And along with that, you can mean more to somebody than any amount of money could be. Any amount of income could, you could attain. Because when you see somebody's rank of fly, when you see somebody creating another, bracket of income for themselves, that sometimes means more to anybody than any money they could ever get. So it's like we're really in this business to not just make people money, but we're really trying to bring people out of that one way of thinking that there's only one way to make money. And what we're trying to do is instill that, yes, work, but invest, and not invest in long term, invest in yourself now. You invest in yourself now and you make your money now. Now you can make the decisions for the rest of your life. So that's really what we're trying to do. So I didn't need any background in business for that. I just needed to have a genuine heart to really want to see people succeed. And if I can succeed at the same time, this is the place I need to be. So yeah, no background in business. Just the background in just entrepreneurship. I just been an entrepreneur since, I can remember. And that really drove me to find any option that I found feasible that I could not only, make money, but also keep my time. So yeah, no, you don't have to have no background in anything. There's mothers, there's nurses, there's people who work at Rite Aid, Applebee's, all kind of things. They have all these other jobs, but they all know that their one goal is to create something for themselves. And the only way you can do that is to create time for yourself. And that's the one thing that this business does. It creates that time that you need to not only make money from your phone, to not only make money residually, but also, make the relationships with people that you never thought that you would. So it's really like it's like a community in a sense, definitely a community, kind of a fraternity of brothers and sisters that came together to understand that they have a common goal to make more of themselves. And this is the vehicle to get that done.
Okay, yeah, because I know some people now, they they kind of dropped out of college because they didn't have the financial means for college, and then they some feel like the going to a 4-year college wasn't for them. They feel like they've been taught to go to K through 12 and then go to a community college, then go to a 4-year college, then get their degree, and then spend all their time trying to pay back the loans, and some people just don't feel that is for them. So some go to trade skills. And so what you say, Forex, foreign exchange trading is also another alternative, or what you say it can go hand in hand with trade and those that feel like a 4-year college is not for them.
What I will say about that is, being someone who also graduated from a 4-year degree, from a 4-year school, what I will say, what I learned in college is that you need experience to do anything. So if you didn't have that experience to understand what you were going to do in college, you wouldn't know what you wanted to do when you got out of it, or what you wanted to be. So college in of itself is extremely important. Now, will I say, is it a better investment than trading in of itself when you take a regress and look back? I mean, in the sense, what we're taught is, K through 12, if you want to go to college to get a job, but you're already in debt, you get out of college, then you get a job just to get, work to get out of debt, just to find yourself still in debt. I would say that if I would have took the traditional way of doing things as opposed to this, I mean, back in my younger days when I'm like 18, 19, all I wanted to do was play basketball. So you probably back in my younger days, you really wouldn't have had my mind anywhere else other than the basketball court. But I think it took not losing in a sense, but not that having that as a dream anymore to understand what my other dreams could be. And I think you can't find that out until you experience college. Now, like I said, from the regress, I mean, 234 to show you how to make money as opposed to $50,000 in tuition that you gotta, you in debt for. I mean, any person would make that, that 235 choice, right? But I feel like we're so embedded in this thought process of, working or being in school to get a job that it's just become ideal. It just becomes what we do. It's just our program. And some people get stuck in this program forever. Some people don't get out of it until it's too late. And then there's people like us who have this opportunity that we have now to look back at it and be like, oh, I can make a change right now. Right. So if you are, I wouldn't say necessarily drop out of school to do Forex. I honestly think you can do both. There are people in our business who go to school and they do trade and they do Forex. I think the Forex is the ends for the means while you're in school getting that done. We have an individual who's a platinum 5,000 in our business still in school, as opposed to the general school student who probably has no money for books, no money for food. There's somebody in our business who's in school and could pay for a tuition room every single month. You feel me? So it's like, it's not one or the other. It's how can one benefit the other. You feel me? It's how you can trade while you're in school learning. You can make the money that you need to make while you're in school learning. You can make money to make lunch. You can make money to get here, point A to point B, all without having to go to a conventional job on campus. Right? So, and the one thing I want to point out is this is a job. We say, it's not a job, it's financial freedom. This is a job, but this is the best job that you'll ever have, right? There's no office, there's no time constrictions. It's just you and your phone and whoever you reach out to. So it's really based on your hustle, how successful you're going to be. And I think when you have that kind of business, tactic, it's really up to you to determine how successful you're going to be, right? So I think college is essential when you need to understand what you want to do or what you don't want to do. But Forex can be the means to do whatever you want to do. And I think that's the difference. If somebody with money could go to school and not worry about paying tuition as opposed to somebody got to take a loan out. You feel me? So let's say if I started Forex when I was 16 in high school, when I get to my senior year, from my sophomore year to my senior year in our business, you technically supposed to be a millionaire at that point. To be honest,
right.
My line brother did it in 13 months while being in school. So it's not something that can't be done. And people in our business, they rank up fast every single day. So now we talk about, all right, now I'm getting the money residually, I'm trading, and I'm in school. So now money is something I don't have to worry about. Now I could just focus myself on my studies, on getting good grades, and then graduate. Now, whatever you do after you graduate is up to you. But to be in a stable financial situation without having to give up your time is ideal for a college student. So
Right.
I'll say they both go hand in hand. You don't gotta do one. You don't. It's not one against the other. It's how you can do one to benefit the other.
Yeah, yeah.
And just to
No, you're
piggyback off
good.
of what he said, I had this conversation with one of my mentees, and she's 16, right? She's the youngest mentor I have currently, right? She's only 16. So I told her, like, look, you can either use this to either, fund your college, right? Like EJ was saying, or if it's not for you, now you have two sources of income already coming out of high school. Like, what high schooler, at least from her position, has that, right? Usually, high schoolers, they're working at the, McDonald's, Brahms, they're working at the Walmart, whatever, right? At 16, she has the potential of being a millionaire by the time she's a senior in high school. Like, there's no other opportunity like that out there like this, right? So, like I said, I had the same conversation with my mentee, 16. And that's ridiculous how, like, at 16, she already has the mindset of, like, look, I'm going to be my own boss. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to make my own money, right? So, I mean, a great, like I said, there's no age restriction on this opportunity. So it's a great opportunity for literally anybody of any age. And, you know, the ends define the means.
Yeah, I wish some parents or my mother would have you know, invested in that, or I've known it. If I known it through her, then I would have been prepared I would have been prepared for college financially. If we, you know, started investing when I was in middle school or my freshman year in high school. So so now when I look back, I think I wish I would have known what I know now about Forex.
Right. Right. The thing is, a lot of people don't even know about the Forex market. They may like know about it because, you know, they've been on international trips. But the thing is about the Forex market as of now, it was just recently released to the public. Right. So the Forex market has always been around. Obviously, there has always been countries, there have always been currencies. But usually the people that trade on the Forex market at that time was, you know, government agencies, hedge funds, and international banks. It wasn't actually like people, like individual people trading on the market. But now that it has been, you know, released to the public, it's been like, what, 17 years, right? So in that time, it's fairly new, right? So a lot of people don't know about it. So now, especially with the residual side, now it is our job to give this opportunity or give this information, put it in front of people, as many people as we can, right? It's not about residuals by the end of the day, right? It's about impacting others, right? We always say impact over income, right? Income comes with it, but it's more about the impact of the individual that we're, you know, the lives that we're impacting, right? So a lot of people don't know it. I didn't know about it until, you know, this summer, right? So I don't blame you. I don't blame your mom. I don't blame, you know, anybody in the past, because a lot of people never heard of it and a lot of people don't know about it now. So, I mean, this is a fairly new opportunity that, you know, we are trying to share to the masses.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, the only reason I said my mother because she has 2 masters, one in business and administration, and other in she's a math degree or something, business and math and something. But yeah, that's the only reason I said, because she's a math teacher. She always taught me about numbers. So I'm a, you know, I like numbers. So numbers is my thing. I pay attention.
Right.
I pay attention to numbers. So that's the only reason I said that. So we have another guest. Do you know her? Kiona?
Hey, Kiana. That's one of my family members. Yeah. But I mean, she can listen in on too. I try to share this. Like I said, I want to do it like a more of an event type thing. So I kind of shared the link to as many people as I could. So I mean, if people try to join in, so they just join in.
Do she have any
I thought
questions?
I was getting put on. No, I thought I was getting put on spotlight.
So is she a part of Forex also? Oh.
Yes, I am.
So how long have you
that's
been?
why I said yes, she is.
So how long have you been part of Forex or invested in Forex per se? Yeah.
I've been with Forex for almost a month now.
Okay. So have you seen any results? I've asked everyone that. Have you? So what's your results?
Well, I just opened my live account like a week ago, but I've definitely saw some results. I actually saw some good results this morning. So I'm happy with that. I love doing this. I love all of it.
What's your I don't know what they call it, P something. What's your
Your rank.
Yeah, rank.
Oh, my rank. I don't have a rank yet, but I'm definitely working on that.
Were you the one that was in the car with Caleb? I saw him posting on Snapchat, on Instagram. Instagram was like, "What you doing if you're not investing in Forex?" And he was stunning a brand new car or something. I said, "Okay."
Yeah, I had to get the Tesla for the day.
Tesla.
But that was my other friend Ryan. She's also in Forex too, but she lives in Houston. So like we were in the at a Forex event in Houston. So that's what, you know, we were down there for.
Yes, yeah, it looked fun, and I bet it is fun. So, is there any more comments? Like, what advice would you give to anybody?
Join
Ultimately,
ASAP.
yeah, pretty much.
But
Ultimately, like this, you've heard me reiterate this several times throughout this whole conversation. This is the hands down number one best decision, right, that I ever made in terms of myself and putting myself first. The best self investment that I could have ever made. And I'm 26 years old, right, approaching 30. So if I'm saying this at this age, right, the best thing that I could have ever done for myself is definitely something that I recommend anyone to do. Again, if you never learn how to invest your money, you're going to spend your whole life working for it, right? And society standard says go to school, go to college, get a job, work until you're 60s, 70s, and then barely have any time to live, and you're close to death at that point, which is the reality, right? It sucks, it's scary, but that is the reality of societal norms. So with this opportunity, the younger you are and the sooner that you decide to invest in yourself and learn how to invest your money and have your money multiply and grow itself and work for itself, then the better quality your life could potentially be ultimately. And being in this supportive community, if you're ever going through anyone, you literally have a whole family. It doesn't matter if they're not blood, but you have a community of people with like minds, go through the same things as you, and now you feel a part. Now you feel welcomed, you feel like you belong somewhere, right? So even just if if you feel like an outcast or something like that, you can still come in this opportunity, be a part of this community, and watch how your life can shift, right? Definitely watch how your life can shift. So like Caleb said, join. Join. This is a way to ultimately better your life, better yourself, right? We're striving to impact as many lives as possible while impacting ourselves, right? While growing and reaching our higher selves in turn. So to see all of the growth and development of everyone as a whole, while we're striving to these goals and gaining wealth for ourselves, breaking generational curses, so on and so forth. It's definitely one of the best experiences that you can have, all while learning, to invest in yourself. So, hey, connect with us, get more info.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I learned one thing about in economics, if I can remember, those that are hurt by I believe it was either inflation or recession, those that save money and those that I'm trying to remember, those that borrow. And I think the one thing that caught my eye is in economics class is those that save money and they don't do anything with it. So I believe it was inflation. Those are hurt by inflation because you basically, when you save money, it's still the same. You're not increasing in value as the inflation increases. And so from my analysis, Forex is something that you should invest in.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that means you too, Keyshawn. I'm waiting on your
I knew
sign
it.
up too.
I knew he was gonna say that. This trying to politic me.
I'm
Yeah,
waiting on you.
I remember you texted me one day about investing in Forex. I told him not at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how much should I invest first? I guess it's my personal question then. $1, $2.
The first investment is into the educational platform. It is $235 it's a one-time fee, because there is a monthly fee of $174, but we do have a 2 and free scholarship where if you bring in 2 people, right, that 174 is waived, right? That monthly fee is waived. So it's really a one-time fee of 235, right? That's the first investment that you make. Now, the second investment, whenever you are ready to transition to your live account from your demo account, is the minimum is $10, right? So, I mean, the minimum that you can put on a trade is 10 cents, right? So, I mean, if you want to start with $10, that's fine. If you want to do 50, 100, I mean, the money that you want to start with in your live account is really up to you. But so there's not like a real suggestion there, but the first investment that you will have to make is into the educational platform.
Okay, and you said that's 235.
235, yes.
Okay, and then you said we bring two people, and then it's waived, or you said 175 is waived, or
Yes, the the monthly fee is waived. Yes. And then let's say, like you said, like I said, it's the two people that you bring in that's waived. And then the first rank, if you want to do residuals, right, that's completely optional. Is the first rank is P150. That's $150 a month. That's $38 a Friday. That's 3 people, right? So that's when you will transition from your customer account to your IBO account. And IBO is a independent business owner. So that's when you transition from your customer to IBO account, and then you start earning residuals or commissions.
okay. So in a way, you're paying a monthly fee, but also making money at the same time.
Yes, right. So whenever I'm an IBO, right, because I have people under me, so that that monthly fee and the IBO fee, that's covered already because I'm making residuals and I'm making money on my trading.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's just like any subscription, any platform you have. Um, I'm part of. Well, I'm not part of, but I'm supporting my mother's business. She's part of Herbalife, and we sell. It's a nutrition based company,
Right.
and so we sell shakes, protein bars, and whatnot, lit teas. And so we have preferred members, and they pay, I believe annually or every month or something like that. So I perfectly understand the monthly fee, or we can say subscription if want to be technical or not. Yes, okay, but still, that's something I will have to still look into. Have to do my own, personal, got to pray about it.
Yeah, and also if you want to get on the webinar as well, we can send you the link. If anybody that watched this video or this recording, my Instagram is I am Caleb Price. Is IAMCALEBPRICE. Real simple, right? Hit me up on Instagram. Follow me. Right. I'll get in contact with you. Hit me up on Instagram. Ask me questions. I'll send you the webinar link as well. If you're interested in watching the webinar, I'll send it to you as well, Keyshawn, if you're interested. And so that way you can get the information that you need, and we can start moving forward into the stages of signing up.
Yeah, that sounds good, because at the moment I'm investing in some equipment, so I'm waiting till I get that out the way. Then I will invest in that. So
great. Can't wait for the day.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So does anyone else want to give their contact, or just go to Caleb? Yep,
Caleb, all yours. Everybody can contact Caleb. I mean, I can, drop my Instagram as well. My Instagram is Kezzycup, so KEZZYCUP. And our team page, we have D1 Investors, so that's the letter D, number 1, INVESTORS, right? So that's our team page, the investment group that Caleb is a part of as well. And then we also have ECM Business. So it's ECM_BUSINESS. So on any of these, pages, you can see more information. You can learn, get a better glimpse about what we do. But ultimately, for any questions or concerns, definitely, go through Caleb.
All right. Yeah, that sounds lovely. So I may ask for another interview, in the near future to see any updates with Forex. Maybe we could, have a screen share of, what the platform, the software looks like, the platform looks like or something. But yeah, that's all the questions I have for this evening. I appreciate y'all for taking the time out your busy schedules just to talk to little old me.
Thanks again
you're
for
fine.
having
You're
me.
fine. You're fine. Thank you, bro. And you're welcome as well.
Yeah, so
and thank you for everybody that that's going to be watching the video as well. Thank you for tuning in, and getting this, hearing us talk for an hour. So
yeah, I'm gonna put this on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm gonna try to. I got to put a snippet on Instagram, but YouTube and Facebook, and try to put some glimpse on Snapchat, just like my other videos on Mondays. I post.
great.
All right, so I appreciate y'all.